Next up, we're going to talk about the color and the color application. You have several things you have to do here. You have to choose a color for each shape. Decide if the overlaps will have a color, if they'll be treated as a separate shape, or if they will be seen as overlaps, actually covering up one item. Choose a background color. Start with light colors first, and then plan for and design the marks. So I've been trying out some of my markers here. I like some from the bright set, the bold set, and some of them from this bold set. I don't know what the names of them are. So I kind of like this range, but I haven't decided on my background yet. I might try one of the browns, or maybe the dark blue. Kind of liking that brown. I don't want to think too much right in front of you because I could do black. No, that's purple. Maybe I'll do the dark purple. Okay, anyway. So I know what my shapes are going to be. I know I'm going to have one of these dark colors for my background. I bet I do the purple. And the overlaps. What the world does that mean? Here's one. Well, you've seen me show this one before. This one is all sketched out, and they've been doing applications with the pens with the marker, and they have yellow for all the overlaps. If you choose to treat your overlap shapes as a shape and give them an assigned color, you will have an interesting, unusual, weird shapes kind of sprinkled all through your project. Or you can decide that one shape is definitely going to be dominant over the other. The sun covers up everything. The sandcastle covers up clam and shovel. Clams cover shovels. You can make little rules for yourself on how that's going to happen. This one, the person also made sure that things were overlapping and that they covered up the item down below. Now about the marker application. Designing the marks. This project, the person planned for all of the marks and created textures using the markers. This person did the same thing. When you get up close, you can see swirls, you can see lines for the seashells, diagonals on the shovels. They were thinking ahead. When you get up close and take a look at that, you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Look at all that detail they did. This person was just sort of coloring it in, and it's a little splotchy, just not as well thought out as the other two. I prefer you think and plan out your colors. And you can even practice with some of those marks and see what they do. What happens if you make lines going one direction and lines going another direction, or let's say if you're doing clouds, you might take a light blue or gray, whatever, and actually make swirly things for clouds, or if you have sheep in your project. All of the marker application, the way you put the marker down on the paper matters, and it shows. So plan for it and think about it. Light colors first. Some of us know what happens when we take a black marker, I'm going to make a smiley face, and then we draw all that and say, oh wait, I want it to be yellow. I'm not even going to do it, because if I do that with the yellow against the wet black, even if the black is dry, it's going to smear and smudge, make black come into the smiley face, and then the yellow marker will be nasty. If I start with the light, that's the yellow, and it's dry, and then do the dark on top, everything stays neat and tidy, no problems. Start with your light colors.